Day 6 meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Aldrich Rosas of the Giants putting toe to leather, and we are underway in the 2019 Pro Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first-time Pro Bowler, here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Starters for the NFC across the O-line. It's Tyron Smith of Dallas at left tackle. Brandon Brooks of the Eagles at left guard. You got Alex Mack, the center of the Falcons. Another Cowboy, Zach Martin at right guard. And then Teron Armstead of the Saints holding down the right side. To throw again on second down. Breeze open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Breeze now to throw. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the NFC. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive with Connor. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return is Cohen. A good return there, 17 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Get ready. Yellow lady. 57. Come on. Push him back.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And this will go. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And touchdown. Todd Gurley, 62 yards. And the NFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes Cohen. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the NFC is going to have a short field as they take over 1st and 10.
95-56, 95-56.
Breeze now on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. But he breaks through. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 42 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space.
Here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Fletcher Cox, the Eagles All-Pro, there to make the tackle. So we've reached halftime of an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6.
We got this. The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense. And Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Breeze to Ertz for the NFC 1st. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Sheds a 2nd man. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Crunch time, defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Connor. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mahomes on target there to Hill, and he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to cut into the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
You give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Austin Hooper, 31 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. An impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll make it 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted,
he's got a man, complete. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody. Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition. Welcome, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this is your first Ultimate Challenge. Juju has built himself a pretty solid MUT team, and he is lending it to you to get you rolling. Your goal is simple. Just pick up at least 5 yards on offense to get the win and unlock the next challenge. Let's get right to the action. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And just like that, you've won your first Ultimate Challenge and secured your first star. Congratulations. Advance straight to the next challenge where you'll get to use Juju's team once more. All right, next up, you must put the ball in the end zone to win this challenge. Do so, and you'll receive another star plus a Juju player item to add to your own lineup. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown from 6 yards away. Well done there. You've earned your second star plus a Juju wide receiver item. Remember to put him in your lineup. Now, Juju is taking his team back, so you'll be using your own team moving forward.